Hello and welcome to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we're on the website of Piano Auctions Ltd based in the UK, and we're going to have a look at their latest auction, which is unsurprisingly a piano and keyboard auction. Actually a slightly different one to usual, because this one is a special one. This is the Steinway & Sons Ex-Lease, Ex-Hire and Part Exchanges. So that's pretty curious, a historical event. So this auction is finishing on the 23rd of May. It's the 19th today in the evening, so a couple of days left to go. Buyer's premium for this is 24%, so that's what you pay on top of the hammer price. As I said, this is a UK based auction, so if you're looking to ship something outside of the UK, pretty crazy if you ask me, it have to be something pretty amazing because it's going to be very expensive. Then bear that in mind. Import export fees, CITES legislation, that's probably what's going to get you, especially with the ivory keys. So it's highly unlikely, but you never know. If there's any historical instruments, I don't think in this sale, then maybe you might consider it. So about 100 lots or so. Yeah, without further ado, let's just kind of get into it and see what we've got. We'll just take an overview and we'll delve in if there is anything particularly interesting that we want to look at. So lot 1, Essex upright there, 2008, 1200 to 1800, fairly standard. Boston upright, 2005, 2 to 2.5. Essex upright, 2008, 1200 to 1800. Another Essex upright, 12 to 1800. Boston grand there, 4 to 6. Essex upright, 1000 to 1500. Knight upright from 1966, 3 to 500. Yamaha upright there, 12 to 1800. Essex upright from 2009, 8 to 1200. Steinway grand, 12 to 8. Let's have a look at that. That's a bit more interesting. So far it hasn't been too inspiring. So this one from 1910 looks like it needs a bit of repair. They've got a lot of notes here on the action. Hammer and action. The action is complete and this piano plays nicely with good repetition. So the sostenuto is working. Keys and keyboard. The keyboard is ivory and incomplete. There are 12 or so keys which have lost their ivory coverings. This keyboard will need to be repaired or replaced, etc, etc. So that's the condition report there. So interesting lot that. So that's lot 10. Essex upright, 1000 to 1500. Something got withdrawn there. Another Essex upright, 1 to 5. Yamaha upright, 2 to 5. Boston grand, 4 to 6. Essex upright, nice red pedals there. 1000 to 1500. Essex upright, 1200 to 1800. Boston upright, 2 to 2.5. Essex upright, 1200 to 1800. Right, a Steinway grand from 1983, 20 to 25,000. Let's have a quick look at some of the condition reports here. It's a 7'5" model. Keyboard in good condition and is in modern plastic. Hammers in action. The action's good. It needs nothing more than a clean. This is potentially a magnificent piano. Okay, interesting. That's quite curious. Well, there you go. If you're looking for a Steinway, that could be a good option. Essex upright, 12 to 1800. Something's been withdrawn. Another Essex upright, 1200 to 1800. Another one here, same deal. These Essex must have been their main kind of higher ones, I presume. Bluthner grand here from 1908, 2 to 2.5. Amendment. Okay. The working silent system. Let's see. General notes. All work has been done to a good standard on this piano. It looks very nice. Please note it has a silent system fitted and this has been tested and is working. All in all, a lovely old piano restored to a good standard with the benefit of a silent system. Okay, there we go. Good overview there. Steinway upright, 10 to 15. Let's have a quick look at that. Model V upright in ebonized case. Fine piano that needs nothing more than a little cosmetic work. Okay, good. I like this overview. It's pretty good. Essex upright, 1200 to 1800. Another one here. And another. They're all pretty much the same. Steinway grand from 1898. It's quite a nice looking instrument here. Let's see what the overview is. Hammers and action. The action is good and complete. They're not giving a brief overview here. Keys and keyboard. The keyboard is good and it's been recovered in a modern plastic material. There is significant side-to-side play, which suggests to me that the bushings will need to be done on this keyboard. Okay, interesting. And other bits here. So yeah, good condition reporting here. Essex upright 1000 to 1500, Boston upright 2 to 2.5, Essex upright 12 to 1800. Let's have a look at another Bluthner Grand here, 3 to 5. Quite like the inside of that's quite nice. Nice framework. Bright walnut case. Action is good, although the hammer is a little squared and will need reshaping. This is having no bearing on the sound. Okay, interesting. Essex upright 12 to 1800, Boston upright 2.5 to 3.5, Essex upright 12 to 1800, another Boston upright 15 to 2, 1500 to 2, Essex upright 12 to 1800. Oh, a Steinway Grand 1989, 35 to 45,000. We're getting into fairly substantial money here. General notes: this piano plays well and sounds magnificent. Okay. Keyboard is modern plastic, yellowing in certain areas. Case in good overall condition, but there are 1 or 2 areas of damage, most notably at the base side of the rim and around the arm's cheek blocks. Also a small area of damage to one of the legs. Okay, interesting. 9-foot Model D. That one. Essex uprights here, Boston upright, more Essex uprights here, all the same. Boston Grand, another Boston Grand. Let's have a look at this Boston Grand from 2015, 8 to 12. Let's see what they have to say about that one. General notes: please note this piano is just under 7 foot 1 inches. It's a fine piano and almost in showroom condition. Interesting. Okay, so another Grand there, Essex uprights again here, another Essex upright, another Steinway Grand from 1905. Estimate 6 to 8. Let's have a look at that. 5 foot 10 inch Model O. It's interesting. Let's see what it says here. This instrument has the potential to be very nice, but it now needs a lot of work doing to it. Okay, interesting. So that's a project one for someone. Keyboard is ivory, which is very yellowed. Okay. Essex upright here, Boston upright, Essex again, load of Essex, Boston Grand as well, a few more Essex uprights. Steinway Grand here, 1994, 35 to 40,000. Let's have a look at this. General notes: potentially a magnificent piano that needs some expert work, particularly around the area of the casework. Generally good condition, although there are areas of damage, most notably the fall where the veneer is pulling away. Okay. Keyboard is in good condition and it is plastic. Interesting. More Essex upright and Boston uprights here, so we don't need to go into those. Boston Grand again, more Essex uprights. Seems to be their main higher stuff. Steinway Grand from 1892. 5 to 7. It's got its ivory registration number. Let's see. This is potentially a nice instrument, but will need significant work, so that's going to be expensive. Essex uprights here. Boston Grand. Essex upright. Boston Grand, more Essex uprights. Oh, Steinway Grand from 2000. Fairly newish, 40 to 50,000. Another 9-foot Model D. So, general notes. This is a magnificent piano with a wonderful sound. Let's read this one. 9-foot model D grand piano in a bright ebonized case on square tapered legs. Casework: the case is in very good condition and needs nothing more than a buffing to remove the light scratches which always appear on these bright polyester finishes. Frame and soundboard: the frame pins and strings are excellent. There is perhaps a little discoloration on the frame but nothing to note. Keys and keyboard: the keyboard is in very good condition. The material used for covering is plastic. Hammer in action: the action is good and clean. There we go. So potentially very nice Steinway grand there. Some more Essex and Boston uprights here. Another Boston grand, Essex and Boston uprights. Another Essex upright, withdrawn one here. A couple of Essex uprights. Load more Essex uprights. Another Boston grand. A couple more Essex ones, and here's a Steinway grand from 2000. Estimates 40 to 50. Another 9-foot model D. So I presume they will also say that this is a magnificent piano or something of that nature. Oh, super this time. This is a super piano that is nothing more than some cosmetic work. So there we go. They changed the terminology on me. Essex uprights here, and looks like that may be the last lot is a Yamaha Grand 8 to 12. Interesting. So 6-foot 1-inch model C3. With the silent system fitted. General notes: please note there is a working silent system fitted. This is a lovely piano with a powerful sound. Okay, it's just talking about the ivory notes and viewing. Yeah, interesting auction there. So there you have it. That appears to be the entire catalogue of things coming from the Steinway and Sons Ex-Lease, Ex-Hire and Part Exchanges division or collection, whatever you want to call it. So actually a fairly interesting auction, just for the terms of having a look at what is available from Steinway. Some interesting stuff there. Lots of Essex and Boston uprights and a few Boston grands, etc. Some really nice Steinway grands and other things. So yeah, quite an interesting auction really. So I'll put a link in the description. Check it out and see what you think. Ciao.